Hey. I just got home from work, so I look like I got beat up, but it's just because I'm so sweaty. Isn't that so delicious? But I actually could not wait to unbox these books that I bought and start reading. New addition to the collection. Not that I needed anything more, but... So I'm going to read my screen time. My screen time has been over 6 hours consecutively for the past month or so, which is concerning because sometimes I don't even sleep 6 hours. So what the hell am I doing on my phone? We need to lower that. So as punishment, it's not really punishment because I like reading, but it's a nice way to not only minimize my screen time, but also encourage myself to read. So I'm going to be reading for the amount of time that I am usually on my phone, right? So let's see how long that's gonna be for today. Today is Tuesday, so I'm going to read for the amount of time that I was on my phone last Tuesday. So let's see how much time that was. On September 24th, I had 8 hours and 22 minutes on my phone. What the f— So it turns out that a lot of the time that I spend on my phone ends up being on maps or on messages, and I wanted the video to focus on more distracting apps and apps that take away from the ability to enjoy other things. It's not my fault that my commute home is an hour, okay? I'm not gonna read for an extra hour. That's gonna be great. Anyway, let's get to it. I'm gonna shower, I'm gonna get comfortable. Okay, I'll see you after I shower. I'm ready for whatever's happening now. I told myself I was gonna finish Harry Potter, but Percy Jackson, I've never read the Percy Jackson series. Not opposed. I did start Harry Potter. I was reading it at night. I am on page 32. I'm not opposed to stopping reading this because I have read it before. Everything I know about love. This one is really cute. I don't know if I'm prepared emotionally to cry. Unfortunately, the books that make me cry are the books that I tend to give 5 stars. I'll think about you, Dolly. Nightingale. She's thick, but dude! I hate when they're like stiff and they can't open. Like, look at this Harry Potter book. What the hell? Obviously, this is a bigger book, but still, the larger Harry Potter books are still not this floppy. Harry Potter, like I said, I've read before, so this is an exception. These 3 books I just received after I ordered them online, and I don't know anything about them. I know their genre, and I wanted the 3 books that I got for this video to be very different in genre. So I know that this is a romantic fantasy. What is it called? A romantasy? I don't like calling it that. This is a historical fiction book, and then this is a memoir. So I wanted very different genres so that I wouldn't get bored, and then these are obviously young adult, kind of fantasy and magical world books. The first scene where Hagrid starts talking to Harry for the first time ever, so iconic. It reminds me of why I loved this series so much. J.K. Rowling, not so much, but the series, spectacular. Imagine you're getting hired to play this role in the movie, and you're described as a bald and toothless walnut. I just got to my favorite quote, probably in the entire book. It's when Dumbledore says, "It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live." Dumby. Okay, I'm done with Harry Potter. Pardon my appearance. I did cry one time. Gets me every time Dumbledore gives Neville points toward the end of the book. Kills me every time. I cry every time. It doesn't fail, okay? Come on. Come on. Next. So, it took me a really long time to actually sit down and start filming because I started editing the first half of the video and then I spent most of the day studying and doing just some MCAT stuff. So I'm going to actually sit down and read now before bed. It's 10:30. I know that I don't have as many hours to read as I did yesterday, so that's good. Like I said before, I'm only reading the amount of time that I spend on apps that are mainly distracting for me and that I know are a problem. So like Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, and honestly, even YouTube has been a problem. So I'm going to add all of that time up. Last Wednesday, my total amount of time on my phone was 5 hours and 50 minutes. The amount of time that I spent on Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, etc. is 2 hours. It's an hour and 58 minutes for both. I already showered. Let's do it. The difference from going from Harry Potter to ACOTAR is so crazy because I'm just entering a whole new system. So I'm at chapter 11 and it's just crazy right now. I have like 3 minutes left of reading and the plot keeps thickening. I'm supposed to stop reading, but this shit is so good. Welcome to Thursday. Did you think that I didn't read all day? Well, you would be absolutely correct. How exciting. What a thrill, really. It's 11 o'clock. 11:10. Oh, what is that? Yeah, a screen time notification to let me know that I have 5 minutes left for Instagram. I have my pimple patches on, so if you see something reflecting, that's that. I haven't read a single page today. I have to read for 2 hours. Last Thursday, my screen time was a total of 7 hours. Listen to me. Tomorrow I'm gonna read when I wake up. I'm telling you this because now you're gonna hold me accountable and I'm gonna do it. Promise. Bye. Guys, I have 45 minutes left of reading, but I don't even know what I'm reading. So I think it's best that I just add the 45 minutes that I'm missing of reading time for tomorrow morning. Is that fair? Is that cheating? I feel guilty going to sleep. Like I promised yesterday, I'm going to read for the time that I didn't get to read yesterday. And I didn't lie. I haven't started studying or doing anything else. I'm just gonna start reading for a bit. And I think I'm gonna read for 30 minutes before I start studying, and then I'll do the rest of the reading at night, just to make up for the time that I lost yesterday that I couldn't finish. Last Friday, I had a total screen time of 7 hours and 22 minutes. I'm going to just sip on my coffee while I read, and then I'm gonna study for a bit and then continue reading at night. Also, I'm concerned because I work this whole weekend. I work Saturday and Sunday, and I have to see how I'm supposed to squeeze in my reading time after work, but I think it'll be fine. I'm gonna start reading. I cannot remember the last time I read a book that had me literally giggling out loud. I am intermittently closing the book and just going like... What the hell? What is going on? Hey guys, it's past midnight. I'm still reading, but I am well over halfway through the book, as you can see. It's really good so far. I mean, I think you've gathered with the way I've been talking about it. Hopefully I can finish this one so I can start another book before the end of this video. That would be my goal. But I also have to wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow to go to work. Apollo on my lap. How cute he is. It's 10:37 p.m. I have, I want to say like 60 pages or so left. May or may not have purchased something. So I bought something while I was at work today. Oh my god. Yeah. First of all, I'm not even done with the first one. Second one has been purchased. So maybe I do an ACOTAR reading vlog. Maybe I try to read them in a week. I don't know. Should I do that? Give me your opinion. I'm on page 336 out of, I think, 415. It's going really, really well. So well, obviously, that I had to buy the next one. There's a lot happening. There's a lot going on. I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm gonna freak out. I can't even read fast enough. I'm trying to catch up to like the pace, but I feel like I can't breathe. What? So I don't think he wants me to film. I was actually able to finish A Court of Thorns and Roses yesterday, and I started reading Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. Oh shit. So I'm gonna tell you the total amount of hours that I read, the total amount of pages that I read, and the ratings of all of the books. My camera's moving because Apollo's. You see, if you were a small dog, it wouldn't matter if you were on my lap the whole time because nobody could see you, but you're taking up half of the camera. Let's add up how many pages I read in total. Get out! So throughout this challenge, I read a total of 744 pages, and I read for a total of 16 hours and 35 minutes. These are the books that I was able to finish / start throughout this week. And this tells me everything I need to know because I had only read one book this whole year, which was The Help that I talked about in my last reading vlog, or my only reading vlog. And I really enjoyed reading it. I gave it 4 stars, but it didn't really encourage me or motivate me to want to keep reading other books because it was a standalone novel. Like I said, maybe I'll make a reading vlog about reading the rest of the ACOTAR series, and then you guys can see my reaction and my opinions as the series goes on. Or maybe I try to challenge myself and read the whole series in a week, which sounds like hell, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in the rest of the books. And now on to my individual ratings. So the second time around, I love Harry Potter. I love this series, but the second time I read it, since I had already read it once, I would give it 4.5 stars instead of 5 stars, just because obviously it's not going to hit the same as the first time that you read it. And now I get to see the underlying motivations of every character, and I know how it ultimately ends. So I'm just going to be reading it from a completely different perspective as opposed to when I first started it and it was all new and I was looking forward to seeing how everything would turn out, if that makes any sense. The next book that I finished reading was A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I gave this book 5 stars on Goodreads. It had me at the edge of my seat. I was gasping, mouth open. I didn't know what was going to happen next. She does a really good job that at the end of every chapter, it's almost like a cliffhanger. And I haven't had that feeling that I need to keep reading a book and keep flipping the pages in so long. But I'm not a huge fantasy person. That's why I was so surprised the first time I read Harry Potter, how much I had enjoyed it. I was so surprised that I rated this so highly, and that's why I bought the second book immediately. And Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton, I'm only 15 pages through, so I don't think I can give it a fair rating. But so far, it seems like a funny memoir that's going to be more serious later on. But right now, Dolly is just talking about growing up with the internet, how she's able to use MSN Messenger when I first started talking to boys. And it just feels like a really personal and kind of funny story. It reads more so like I'm talking to a friend and they're telling me a story as opposed to, you know, obviously a fictional narration. So I'm definitely going to enjoy this and I'm going to keep reading it and let you know what I think. I had so much fun making this video and I think I enjoyed it way too much. Hopefully I can make more reading vlogs because they're so fun and they feel productive. So yeah, that's everything. Bye!